which could be the harsher? The wintry weather, a Rangers' own winter of discontent that stems from the fact that the great rivals are still substantially in the lead. And yesterday's news on injuries gave rise to the thought here that the Hamper boy might have stood a chance of selection against a side still basking in 7-goal confidence. However, although Tugai and Reina have bitten the dust for today, Rangers are into improvisation again. Billy Dodds comes back alongside Tor-André Flo, but there's more comfort for them in the return of both Craig Moore and Giovanni van Bronckhorst. The Dutchman hasn't played since October 25th in Graz in Austria. And Craig Moore, well, he's had one solitary game, and that was last July. The bitter irony of the Hearts selection is that the man who meant so much to them last week, Stefan Adam, was out with a torn hamstring for some weeks, and into his place comes Andy Kirk. Hearts, in fact, make 2 other changes. Anton Yeni is down with a stomach bug. McKenzie comes in, and Austin McCann from Airdrie comes in after suspension last week. And Hearts give this gentleman an outing on a pitch he'll know better than any of the other Hearts players, Gordon Durie, who still adds pace to any attack. And there's the referee, of course, Willie Young. Well, you must wonder if both coaches have given, tactically anyway, any thought to playing Route 1 today because of the Ibrox pitch. Just look at it down there. I mean, that's before a ball is kicked. That comes from the Hearts warm-up, no less. I've seen better texture, low-tide sole coats than that. And, you know, it's a factor. The team wants to play a passing game. They're not going to be helped by such a pitch. And as for Hearts, you often wonder what happens to them coming down the MA, taking the turn off for Ibrox and ending up in a football dead end. They've failed to win in the last 9 visits to Ibrox. Flogo, good advance by Flogo. Condiment goes with him. Wisely kept his eye on the ball. Referee, in fact, gives a free kick for that last intervention. There's Van Bronckhorst involved there. And then Condiment, free kick. Goes away. Low back defending this time, leaving Billy Dodds on his own upfield. Van Bronckhorst almost picked it up. I think there's an injury there. Flogo stretching out to try and stop Billy Dodds. Oh, no covering. They're just taken away as Condiment came in, and Gordon Durie was in an excellent position. Superb ball played in there. Nobody coming through for the kill, though. Ball down on that far side. Van Bronckhorst comes away beautifully. And that was late, and I think it's going to be a booking. Colin Cameron backtracking with Van Bronckhorst. The yellow card comes out. There was a contact. Severin. By Condiment, he didn't get to it. And certainly Kloss had to make absolutely sure. And once again, I think that stemmed from the fact that Condiment lost the ball in the air again against Colin Cameron. I mean, he's head and shoulders over Cameron, height-wise. There's the header down. Kloss picks it up. That's a good ball by Kloss. Intelligent play by the goalkeeper. Meant for Billy Dodds. He's onside. He's outnumbered, though. That'll be a free kick. And through clumsiness more than anything else. Amoroso might be in the mood to let blast here. He is. And Paulson moves just off the line. Muir had the opportunity to make it a dream comeback. There were far too many players in there. It really was crowded. A real thick forest of legs, and he couldn't get it through. And the nearest chance yet to a goal. And it is Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, who's coming off. I think the Americans said he took that knock, and they don't want him off for a longer spell now. He's lasted exactly 24 minutes. And on comes the young Finn. Wilson a little bit unsure how to put that forward. That was a pro ball. Here's Konterman now. Into Billy Dodge, he's onside. Dodge going in, and it goes away from goal, and it didn't have any weight in it either. But he did get away from his mark, and he's found this very difficult in the game so far. And at the end, a very poor effort. Here's Konterman. Johnson has been picking up a lot of balls in the deep like this. Perini gives him support this time. Johnson going back inside. Here's Dodge. That's a better ball by Dodge. Throws there! And that's part of the reason he was bought at that very expensive sum of £12 million. His ability in the air, even for balls that should be mopped up by a defence. In it came. The question asked of the Hearts defence against a man of this ability, not answered properly. He did, though. And neat as you like, puts it away with 10 minutes to go in this first half. Samaruso stuck his head in the way of that. Well, I think that's going to be a booking for Cameron. Oh, it's a red card. Booked before. So, second yellow card. Red wide, and there goes the halftime whistle, ending in that rather sensational manner with the sending off of Colin Cameron, who'd been very, very influential for Hearts. Only one goal in it, though. That man there, and a very important goal, not just for his side, but for himself. Scored at half-time, Rangers 1, Hearts 0. One goal up at the start of this half, and it looks as if Rangers are laying the intention to go for more, because onto the park has come Kenny Miller, the ex-Hibs player, in place of the young lad who came on, the Finn, Yanni Kopila. Moore took up position. Well, he did try a shot at goal, but little impact on that. Seems to be enjoying himself, though. He's simply glad to be back. Amoroso wanting to take off on a run himself. Getting a little bit fed up with what he's seen so far. Johnston, Moore. Three players inside Moore. The final ball's got to be a good one, and Flo is in there again. Same head, same skill, and done with a degree of determination this time. Different kind of header. It had to be done with conviction. Beautiful ball played in here by Moore, and there it was. Just coming on the other side of his marker. And in the 57th minute, the big Norwegian international is endearing himself to Rangers support, wanting to see the very best of this man now. Here's Perini. Outflow. Made it off well. Dodge. Amela. In towards Perini. There he is again, still not away. And Flo can't get it. Just touched away by Michael eventually as that ball bounced perilously near that goal. See the way that Craig Moore has been given support to his forwards all afternoon. Sweeney again. It's been a great joust between this pair. Can he get that ball over? Off the post it came. Presley going in on it. And the goalkeeper didn't know where that ball was going to end up. Well, that ball was played in towards the near post. They had to defend it, Hearts. So they came off the woodwork with the goalkeeper very static. Now Conterman. That's a decent enough ball to Flo going in here, and he'll settle for the corner kick. Has been really playing wide on the right, where Johnson started the game. Didn't take a very good corner kick, the last one. Moore is up there. Flo's almost in. And he tries it off the line for his hat-trick. Well, so many efforts there by Rangers in this one from that corner kick. It didn't look particularly lethal, but the header down there caused it all by Johnson. In there, and then watch Flo coming across here, and the header off the line. The man who came in there and got that was Austin McCann. It's Flo. Miller to utilize space and pace. Flo, Billy Dodds! Well, he was onside and he should have put that away. Beautiful ball floated in there by Flo. Judged to perfection. Round he goes, good play by Kirk. We're trying to get in. Kirk will try the shot at goal and away eventually by Wilson. And Hearts are finishing this game with a flourish. And indeed the game is finished, and Rangers have now gone 6 games at home without conceding a goal. And the man they have to credit today, smiling and pleasant, genial character of Tor-André Flo. Now, I mentioned Route 1 at the start of this commentary, and this man exploiting the high cross ball, and I think this is an indication that he's going to pick up a lot of goals like this in Scottish football. 2 goals in all, different style of header. They both counted. The Rangers 2, Hearts 0.
Again, the result at the moment are the most important thing. The way we play is at the moment not that important. I'm pleased the way they work. They work very hard for each other to get a result. Again, playing-wise, it was not our best performance, but again, seeing the circumstances, I am pleased with the result.
Well, I felt that we played the game in the first half in the correct manner, and I felt Rangers were probably a little bit defensive today. I don't know the reason for that. Maybe we pinned them back for spells. And I thought we were the better side in the first half. Unfortunately, we going in at half-time, we're 1-0 down, and we're down to 10 men.
Against 10 men, what did you make of their player in the foul at the touchline?
Yeah, but I'm not the man who has to judge that. That's the referee for, and you can see it, I can see it, and I have an opinion about it. But don't ask me about to say about it. The referee decision was quite clear.
I thought he slipped, and Colin said he slipped. He was closing Barry Ferguson down very quickly. Realised that Barry was going to play the ball, tried to stop. The surface isn't great out here. He lost his footing and bundled into the back of him. I mean, I'm not going to criticise Willie Young. I thought he had a smashing game today. I thought he refereed the game exceptionally well. I think he might have made a mistake. He doesn't. Well, I'm not going to fall out with him.
Well, we have just seen, but Mark Hateley, I suppose what brief highlights don't tell us is that for the first 35 minutes, Hearts were very, very comfortable.
Yeah, I think the highlights do Hearts a disservice. I think a first summary was from Craig Levine there. I think Hearts made a game of it in the first half, came forward and played some good stuff on a very difficult service. But as soon as the sending off came just before half-time, that was always Hearts, always up against the wall.
Previous Hearts teams under Jim Jeffries have come to Ibrox and maybe just played for a point. Craig Levine looked as if he might be looking to sneak the match.
Absolutely. Very, very confident from the 7-1 win over Dunfermline. And they came to Ibrox with the belief that they could get something from the game. As I say, first half they went forward in numbers, very, very confident. They had a couple of efforts, in and around the box, but showed good support from midfield and through the front and defended very well.
Turning point for them, obviously, losing their skipper, Colin Cameron.
Yeah.
It was 2 yellow cards. We
Yeah.
can see both instances here. Now, the first one,
It's
a challenge on Van Bronckhorst.
It's a clumsy challenge, isn't it? It's a central midfield player running back, and it's a clumsy challenge. But I would say a bookable offence under the circumstances. But
He's not slightly unfortunate there, Mark?
well, the referee's chasing back as well, so he's not getting a good view as we are. But you know, some referees could have got another yellow card for that. But
I suppose that was a sign of things to come, because this is the one that cost them the game.
I mean, Colin's not that sort of player. I think that's what you've got to take into consideration here. You've got to look at the state of the pitch. The pitch is in a shocking condition, and you actually see him stop there, and his feet go away from underneath him. So, you know, I think very, very unfortunate to get a yellow card there. But you see, the referee's getting a different view of it again.
Sure, and he is such an influential player for Hearts, Colin Cameron.
Everything was going through him. I mean, he's a man bang on form. And he is the engine room. Everything comes into him. They rely on him running, getting the runs into the box, and getting them link-ups between midfield and up front.
Now, when Tory Andrew Flo signed for Rangers, they said he wasn't a target man, but that could have been you out there yesterday, these balls coming into the box.
Well, we said this on the radio before the game. We said it's the pitch is in a shocking condition, and it's not the prettiest of football, but you've just got to get the ball wide and get it into the box, and that is what you'll get from him. He's 6'5". He can head the ball. It's not the prettiest stuff in the world to watch, but you must play to your strengths.
And he's jumping against Austin McCann there, so you'd expect him to win that.
Yeah, you would expect him to win that, but it's a great piece of work there from Billy Dodds, getting the ball into the box. But they persisted the whole game trying to knock balls into feet to everybody, to Tore Andre Flo, who has got an exceptional touch for a big guy. But in these conditions, I think the best thing to do is just get the ball out wide and do what Craig Moore's just done again here for the second goal. It's just get the ball into the box, and that man will get on the end of it. As I say, it's not what you're used to seeing from Rangers over the last couple of years, but in these sort of conditions, that's what you've got to do.
And this time he's jumped against Stephen Presley, but again, he's got above him and won the ball.
But he's getting a run at it as well, you see. So Stephen Presley's running towards his own goal. Craig Moore's running towards it. So everybody's running that way. So it's difficult for a defender to get a good jump. It's a great finish.
I am certainly not criticising Roddy McKenzie in the Hearts goal, but they missed Nyemi yesterday, didn't they?
They did. I mean, he's a commanding figure. A good shot stopper, organises well at the back, keeps his defence pushed away from him as well. I think they missed him a lot yesterday.
Just a word about Gio Van Bronckhorst. He said tonight he's very, very sore in the groin and stomach area. Doubtful, you would have to say, for the Cup quarter-final against Dundee United, although he did say he attaches no blame to Colin Cameron, so that's good, Mark.
No, I think it was a clumsy challenge, and I don't think there's any malice intended there. But I think if you look at the state of the pitch, groins, hamstrings, all them sort of